Welcome to another day. Today is the 23rd of December 2025 and progress is still being made. Everything is coming on swiftly. I have to be honest, I know that I have possibly shared this already, but it's absolutely amazing to know that when you decide that you're going to do something, then things begin to work together and God sends the resources. So a lot of times we may have plans and things that we want to do that we possibly know that we should be doing. And that's the spider right here. So all of these spider things need to get out. And then we don't move, but the moment that we begin to move, then God begins to put people and resources and everything that we need. It's a pleasure. So this is just an update. The last time I came here, it was really, really dusty and dirty because a lot of the work, the clearing of the wall, I don't even know the accurate term, but it's a smoothing of the wall, and it's just so amazing. And now I believe that this job is done, and what we're gonna do next is, well, my dad cleaned there up. Thank God for my father for doing that job. And then after, we have to work towards, and well, the windows has to be protected as well. And then we're gonna move towards the priming of the wall so we can paint. The color will be in white, will be white color, which will allow me to, I chose the color white simply because white is clean. And with white being clean, it gives you the opportunity to really do whatever is it. And then I did not want to do a bright color because the tiles are green and white. The tiles would be like this for now. We have the green and white tiles. And so I wanted a color that would be very simple, very minimal. I really want everything to just be pretty simple, and this is the main bedroom. Yeah, that's what it looks right now. Like I said, I really love here because it's cool. So these are the nets that we'll be using for now until we put some actual metal protection against the windows. But for now, we're going to use the nets. And the plan is to have the bed would be here. So my goal is really to make there into a nice little cool hotel style oasis bedroom, and the bed would be here. I would really love to have a little sitting area here. It's so cool. It's gonna be so refreshing. My goal is to turn what looks like at the back here into really do a lot of landscape working. So that is a different project for another day. And we have the bedroom here in this area right here, along with the sitting area. And then we're gonna have a built-in closet right here. And then we're gonna have a little dresser area here. So it will be definitely very simple, very minimal, and that's the goal. The door, I am thinking of, I'm not sure what I'm gonna color the door. Maybe white, or if I don't do white, because it's a very simple door. Very simple door. So I will definitely come up with an idea of what I want to do with it. But for now, that's just what it is. With this here still requires a lot of cleaning, a lot of dusting, a lot of work. Then we're gonna step into the bathroom, a little update. So the tiles are cream here, and then stepping into the bathroom, the shower area. So these tiles, if you looked at my previous video, then you will realize that the tiles were different. I did not like it, so we decided to take it off and put in these smaller tiles. The goal is to, well, these tiles, so let me tell you the story about these. So this here, the pipe was outside, and this still requires a lot more grouting work to get a more finished and clean work. But oh my lord, look at the spiders. We're gonna get out of there because we don't want no spider friend. And then so these tiles, we had to burst these tiles out to put the pipe inside, right? And so now it's inside, and we have it exactly the way that we want it to be. Um, I find it's like really short, but it'll have to work. And then I would have, what is walking on me? I would have had to then purchase more tiles to replace what was broken. So I was like, okay, well then I'm gonna do it because I really wanted this to be like this instead of the way it was where the pipes were outside. And guess what? So we're thinking, okay, then we're gonna have to know. I'm gonna have to purchase more tiles. I'm doing this project by faith. God God is so amazing because after I came in to inspect the job, going back out, I just felt, and I know it's the Spirit of God, I just felt that I should, of course, just look on the floor because there were some tiles in the corner on the floor next to the entrance. So I decided to look at them. So these tiles were there, so I was looking at that. And then there were another set of tiles, different color tiles. But under those tiles were these tiles right here. They looked slightly different. So when my mom came to check it after I told her that there were tiles, I would not have to purchase new tiles. She went down to check it because she was like, she don't believe that there is that. But I'm like, I know I saw the tiles. It actually looked slightly different, but looking at it, look at this. So this is exactly what was there. So in essence, I did not need to purchase any new tiles, and that is a blessing of God because then I would have to purchase about I would have said probably what two, four, six tiles, and that would come to about I think $180 if I were to purchase that size tiles. They're about 180, but about 100, over $100. And then seeing those tiles there after checking it because I was led by the Spirit of God meant that I had to spend nothing more than to just have the man now come and install the tiles for us and finish up that job. That is a divine blessing of God. And that is why I would say that when the Lord tells you to go ahead and to begin that project, to whatever that project may be, because a project could be any particular undertaking. So whatever it is that the Lord tells you to do, even when you may not have all the resources or you may not know how it's going to get done, my biggest encouragement is to get it done. Go ahead, take the leap of faith and walk by faith, not by sight. So we're going to walk by the faith of God to do the things that He has already told us to do and not by sight. Because if I were to look at what I had and if I was able to change up to have this broken down and fixed, I would have said, no, I don't think it's possible. But by faith, I decided that we're going to move. It's time for us to move. This project had been on a standstill for a little while, and I'm like, it's just time to move. The moment I decided it was time for us to move, I began to see things just falling in place. This project is still, I actually got a call from this man, and I know that it was God fighting for me. I decided I was not going to call the man. I felt disrespected in the sense that you told me that there was an issue with your vehicle, which caused the delay of the project, right? And then after that, for about another 4 weeks after that, there were crickets. They never got in contact with me. I brought it before God in prayer because I was like, God, I know I believe that you told me to go ahead with the project, but yet still, what's going on? So I had to pray about it and I left it in the hands of God. I literally had to practice. I remember over and over again doing Bible verses on committing everything to God, trusting in Him, and He will do it. Look, I did word study on this. I did the SOAP Bible study on it. I told myself I'm not going to stop until I feel in my heart that I have committed that thing to Him and I'm going to trust Him because His word said that He's going to do it. So after a while, I got a call from the man and I knew that it was the Lord using other people to fight for me. And he called and then he said that he was going to come over to get the project done. So that would be like a week from right now that he would be available, that his vehicle is back up etc. Whether or not he was telling me the truth, I don't know. I am choosing my best to not judge, to not accuse, because why? I decided to leave it in the hands of God. He said to commit everything to Him, to trust in Him, and He will do it. It was that verse as well that I used to go ahead and pursue this project. And I know that if the Lord tells us to commit something to Him, to trust in Him, and He will do it, then that means that He will do it. I also have to say that I am also doing another project where I am working on developing other businesses, and one of the things is to do movement, dance fitness, movement, healing for dance, and all of this goodness. And this place is where I would use for me to dance. And look at this place. This place was a mess not so long ago. But looking at it right now, having see my dad clean there, it dawned on me like, oh my gosh, I needed to record for next week. And I have the space to myself. So if I don't do it, it's only because of me and my laziness and my selfishness and flesh taking over. But I have seen the Lord just literally working things out, and He is going to complete what He started. So this project, like I said, someone's going to do it and it's not me. And someone's going to do it and it's not going to be me, because I trusted that God started the project, as in God led. It was the direction of God for me to do that project. And I know by faith it's going to be completed. I believe in my heart that when God starts something, that He is going to finish it. So I really look forward to seeing the finished product, because whenever God does something, He does it well, regardless of whatever it may be right now. God rejoices to see the work begin. And I'm happy that I decided to really go on and work on and really push to get that project complete, because then I'm seeing the Lord really just being so amazing. So these cupboards has to be up here, and this is a pantry that would come somewhere around here. All the other appliances and stuff that I need, furnishing for the house, I'm trusting God by faith that it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Okay, I believe by faith that everything is going to work out. I'm really, really grateful to God for the work that He has started, and I know that it will be fantastically done. I look forward to seeing God do amazing things as I trust Him, even with the finances, and just being compensated for different things. And this is just a quick update of this apartment, and I am beyond grateful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I am thankful. I don't know what God is gonna do, but I know that whenever that God does something and He is involved in it, then it is done well. Welcome to my domain, and I receive it to be amazing. God is gonna do amazing things in this place, because like He is involved in it. He says to commit everything to Him, trust in Him, and He will do it. So I'm leaving this project in His hands, and I'm trusting that everything is going to be done fantastically amazing. Fantastically amazing. So yes, this is the ceiling above, the work that was completed, and it's really, really nice. It's done really neatly, and then we have to paint, and we have to get things organized and done, ready for the ending of the year. So my goal is to move in the ending of 2025, and we're gonna see, everything is gonna come together. Everything is gonna come together. Everything is gonna be well. Um, you know what was so interesting? I remember speaking to God. I was actually I wanted to move in early in December. However, so I was like thinking to myself, what day, Lord? So I'm thinking to myself, but usually like I would just involve God in our conversation, because I want Him to be involved in every aspect of my life. And so I'll be like, what day should we move? And for some reason, December 25th came to mind. And I'm like, no, Lord, I want to move. I want to move in earlier than the 25th. And no matter how much, like I may think about another day, but that's a day that usually comes to mind. So I am believing that by December 25th, we will be down here. And that will be I don't know if it will be our final moving day, but I know that we will be here December 25th. And I'm entrusting that to God, because I believe that that's the date that He has put in store. It's not the day that I want because I want things to be done quickly. But what's the rush? We will get here, well, when we get here, and it will be before 2026, God spare our lives. And I'm happy and I thank God for. Chef! First of all, why we want to be breaking heels? Like, oh Lord, so that's like a broken issue right here. So we have to see if we can get that fixed. Yeah, I just walked into a tile. I guess it was already damaged, but we have to definitely get it fixed. Nonetheless, this is what it is right now. And it's gonna be a whole new journey. It's gonna be a different journey. Can I say God is good? Because He is.